Greetings, everyone. It is Heather Leigh with Ghost Town Talks for this month. This month, we'll be going over Virginia City, Nevada. And before I get started, I just wanted to give a huge thank you again to Henderson Libraries for letting me host these throughout the past several months. And I'm looking forward to hosting several more, including some special fun announcements for the month of October to help celebrate Halloween. So let's get started. Again, thank you, Henderson Libraries, and thank you, everyone, for joining us. Today, we are going to be discussing Virginia City. Okay, the history of Virginia City. The city started off as a boomtown like many towns in Nevada in 1859. It was with the discovery of the Comstock lode, the first major silver discovery in the country. Peter O'Reilly and Patrick McLaughlin are credited with discovering the mine in the area. Henry T. Pancake Comstock was often referred to as one of the original finders of gold in Gold Canyon, which is just south of Virginia City. There are many different stories about the city. Some are unique and interesting and as bright and as colorful as the actual buildings that line the town streets. Folklore states that James Fenimore, nicknamed Old Virginia Finney, christened the town when he accidentally tripped with a bottle of whiskey in his hands near a saloon's entrance on the northern section of Gold Hill, which is what soon became known as Virginia City. In the mid-1870s, the population peaked like with many other cities throughout the state, and they had an estimated of 25,000 residents. But then silver output declined, as well as it became demonetized due to the large amounts of silver that were put into the international markets from Virginia City mines. Soon after, population started decreasing in 1878. During this time, the mines in the area produced both gold and silver ore valuing at hundreds of thousands of dollars annually. And there are some reports that I also found that said it was even millions of dollars annually. The wealth was used to support the Northern cause during the Civil War. The success of local mines encouraged many to search for mines throughout the region. So that is also part of the influx of people coming out to Nevada and California as part of the gold and mining rush. Virginia City remained the base for mining operations, while many miners and mining companies explored outward from Virginia City. The bank crowd had financed mines and mills of Comstock until it became virtually a virtual monopoly, which was controlled by William in Virginia City and William Ralston of San Francisco. Eventually, the bank crowd, and of course, it lost control. Sorry about the typo again. I swear, guys, I proofread. The Irish Big Four. Today, Virginia City is the county seat of Story County, Nevada, and is the largest community in the county with about 855 residents, according to a 2010 census. A little bit more about Virginia City history. The Great Fire of 1875. Virginia City had suffered numerous fires throughout the years, including the Great Fire of 1875, which occurred on October 26. This fire was, of course, dubbed the Great Fire. The fire had caused $12 million in damage and was described as seeing a square mile of roaring flames. It was so hot, railroad car wheels melted, and bricks just collapsed within themselves. The fire left 2,000 residents homeless, and the city eventually rebuilt, and a majority of the town is now designated as a National Historic Landmark. Mark Twain is one of the most notable residents of Virginia City. It was reported Samuel Clemens wrote for a reporter. Okay, yeah, sorry, guys. For the local Territorial Enterprise newspaper, he used the name Mark Twain for the first time. He started working for the paper in 1862 at the age of 26, after he began signing the name Mark Twain to his columns, and that was in February of 1863. Clemens worked for the newspaper until 1864, when he left Virginia City to avoid a duel with a local newspaper editor who was upset over his reporting. He only returned to Virginia City twice after his departure. The first was for an 1866 lecture tour where he was actually mugged, which turned out to be a practical joke set up by his friends, which he was not too happy about, which you can imagine why. In 1868, he returned, and this was during the time of the hanging of John Million, who was convicted of murdering Madame Juliette Boulay, who was a famous madam in Virginia City. Other famous residents, as you can see here, is Charles Clegg, of course, John William McKay, Ferdinand Schultz, W.H.C. Stevenson, and W. Frank Stewart, just to name a few on my list here. Okay, is Virginia City haunted? That's almost like a question everyone asks, as I've mentioned before. And of course, the spirits of the original inhabitants, many areas where they once worked, lived and died, they still live there. Many reports about paranormal activity in Virginia City, which led many investigators and researchers to believe this is one of the most haunted locations in Nevada. These are just some of the haunted stories. Historic Fourth Ward School is believed to be haunted by a former teacher who is seen wandering the grounds in search of her missing students. McKay Mansion, which was owned by John McKay, is believed to still be haunted, mostly because it is rumored that he made a deal with the devil to save his mansion during the fires. His mansion was unharmed, and now it is believed that there are 7, possibly more, spirits roaming around the mansion, including his wife. Piper's Opera House burned down twice, and then it was rebuilt. Several of the original performers have been seen performing on stage, watching shows, or setting up for the next big show. Most haunted areas of this building are the balcony, attic, and basement. Silver Queen Hotel is believed to have paranormal activity in rooms 11 and 13, and these have been reported as some of the most frightening accounts guests have experienced in years. Reports claim that the ghost of Rosie and Annie can be heard running around the hotel in a playful manner. Silver Terrace Cemetery is believed to be haunted by some of the former residents from the 1860s and beyond, who are seen roaming the hillside where the cemetery is located. Sugarloaf Mountain Motel is a quaint 1800s motel, and a lot of unexplainable noises happen, including footsteps, heavy breathing, laughter, doors closing. All of these occurrences come from the room known as the Doll Room. Other locations in the area that are believed to be haunted is St. Mary's Art Center, Gold Hill Hotel, Delta Saloon, Old Washoe Club, which everybody I'm sure has heard of already, and the Story County Courthouse. Visiting Virginia City. You can go today to Virginia City and experience living history. You can walk down the history's path and experience time with some of the original residents who still roam the streets today. The town has many places to eat and shop. Current residents today host tours and reenactments. There are also accommodations available offering you the opportunity to stay right in the heart of this living ghost town. It is a great getaway for anyone looking for a unique vacation experience in an authentic ghost town. There's more information for traveling to Virginia City. It's virginiacitynv.com. Here are some more resources about Virginia City. You have the one I just mentioned, Visit Virginia City. Then you have Reno Tahoe, Virginia City is a way to plan your trip if you want to go there and also get history information. And then Western Mining History about Virginia City is another website with great information about ghost towns throughout Nevada. Henderson Libraries has several books about Virginia City. Boomtown Saloons, an archaeology and history in Virginia City. Virginia City Secrets of a Western Past. Mark Twain in Virginia City, which is actually by Mark Twain. The History of Comstock Lode, 1850 to 1997. And Sun Mountain, a Comstock memoir. Okay, I always like to bring up some local ways you can experience ghost town educational opportunities. You have the Clark County Museum. They have all those ghost towns in the back area, which are original buildings from different ghost towns. And then you have Searchlight Museum, which has a lot of artifacts from throughout the area. And McCoss School of Mines is a great way to learn about mining and then the history of the area as well. Upcoming presentations, I mentioned this in the beginning. I'm looking forward to October. It's my favorite time of the year. We are going to do 3 presentations. The first one, I'll be covering haunted ghost towns. Haunted Vegas, Henderson, and Boulder City is another presentation I'm going to do. And as you can see from the photo of Annabelle and Ed and Lorraine Warren, we are going to have Ed and Lorraine Warren's grandson come on with me to discuss chilling tales from the Warren Legacy Foundation for Paranormal Research. I'm not sure which case he's going to talk about, but he is going to discuss one of the cases he did with his grandparents. Okay, here's my information. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me at Dr. Heather Leigh at Exploration Paranormal on Facebook and Instagram at Heather Leigh, or you can find me on Pinterest, Heather Leigh PhD. And then you can also find my blog as well. And then a few things I wanted to mention. Don't forget to check out Real Haunts Ghost Towns by Motion Picture Video. It is available now on Tubi. It is a great look into the ghost towns of Nevada. Plus, Real Haunts 3 is going to showcase, I'm not sure exactly which part of our filming they're going to show, but it is going to showcase a section of it is going to feature a ghost town that we visited. And then also coming in 2022, I'm writing a book for the History Press, Ghosts of Southern Nevada Ghost Towns. Make sure to stay tuned and check that out. So again, thank you very much, Henderson Libraries, for inviting me to do this. I love doing these presentations. Again, guys, sorry about those couple typos. I swear I proofread. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next month for our 3 presentations. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. And I hope you guys all have a great day.